The next question in the miscellaneous exercise. Out of 100 students, two sections of 40 and 60 are formed. If you and your friend are among the 100 students, what is the probability that you both enter the same section, you both enter the different sections? So, there are 100 students and two sections. It is divided into two sections. One is 40 students, the other one is 60 students. Okay, in two sections like A and B, division A and B, total 100 students divided into two sections. In one section there are 40 students, the other section 60 students. What is the probability that you and your friend, so talking about two students, the first one is what is the probability that you both enter the same section? You and your friend. Suppose you both enter the first section. Then there are 40 students in that class. Okay. So you and your friend enter the same section, that is you two among the 40 students. So what is the probability that from the 40 selecting two students? So how to write that? So the required probability is, suppose you and your friend in the division A. Suppose this division is A, the other one is B. Okay. So you both enter the same section means either in A or in B. Okay, either A or B. So if you and your friend enter in the section A, then how to write the probability? So required probability is equal to from 42, that is 40 C2, then what is the total 100, and you two among the 100, so 100 C2. Either this case or you both enter the section B. So either this or that means in between put plus sign, there total 60. So you two among 60 and total is 100 C2. Now simplify this. So denominator is same, 40 C2 plus 60 C2 by 100 C2. Okay. So 40 C2 how to write? 40 factorial, 2 factorial and 38 factorial plus 60 factorial, 2 factorial, 58 factorial. Now 100 factorial, 2 factorial and 98 factorial. So now 2 factorial taking out and cancel. 38 factorial and 40 factorial we can cancel and write 38 into 40 plus this 1 by 2 factorial taking out, plus 58 and 60 cancel, then 59 into 60. Then by, here also we have 1 2 factorial that we can cancel, 98 and 100 cancel it and write 99 into 100 by 2 factorial. So this 2 factorial and this 2 factorial cancel. Okay. Not writing that, you can cancel it, then simplify. Now how to cancel that 0, 10 you can take outside and cancel. So 10 into 39 into 4 plus 59 into 6 by 99 into 100. This cancel. Then 3 is common in the numerator. 3 taking out, 13 into 4 plus 59 into 2 by 99 into 10. 3 and 99 cancel, it is 33. Now 59 into 2, that is 118. 13 into 4, 52. 170. So 170 by 330, that's equal to 17 by 30. So that's the first one, first part. That is, you and your friend enter the same section. Now the second part is, you both enter the different sections. So one of you in A division, the other one is B division. So from 41, that is 40 C1, the other case is 60 C1. So the second one, how to write the second one? Required probability. Required probability is equal to 40 C1. One is in one section, the other is in the other section. So both we have to, that is, you have to multiply, then only the total becomes 2. Okay. So 40 C1 into 60 C1, then only 1 plus 1, 2 students. By the total, total is 100, from 100 to. Now 40 C1 is same as 40, 60 C1 is same as 60 by 100 C2, that is 100 factorial by 2 factorial into 98 factorial. So cancel it. 40 into 60 by 99 into 100 by 2. So 2 here we can cancel. So 40 into 60 by 99 into 50. 6 and 99 multiple of 3. So into 2 by 33 into 5. 5 and 40 cancel, 8. So 16 by 30. Okay. There is another method also. In that method, instead of 40, so you and your friend enter the same section. That is, suppose you enter in A division. Okay, so you two are there. Then thinking about the remaining 38 students. So remaining 38 we have to select from 98. Okay, so 98 C38 by total is 100. From 100 we have to select 38. So 100 C38. That way also possible. Okay, so you just try that method also. The next one, 3 letters are dictated to 3 persons and an envelope is addressed to each of them. The letters are inserted into the envelopes at random so that each envelope contains exactly one letter. Find the probability that at least one letter is in its proper envelope. So there are 3 letters dictated to 3 persons and 3 envelopes also. So suppose ABC, 3 persons, ABC, and 3 letters, first letter, second letter and third letter. Okay. So 3 letters and 3 envelopes. We have to insert letter in the one, that means in one envelope, one letter. In that way you have to arrange. The question is, find the probability that at least one letter is in its proper envelope. Okay. So these are, suppose 1, 2, 3. These are envelopes and these are letters. So in how many ways 3 letters we can insert in 3 envelopes? In how many ways that's possible? 1, 2, 3. We have ABC. So I can arrange A, B, C. A is in first envelope, B is in second envelope, C is in third envelope. Or A in the first envelope, C and B. The order I changed. Okay. Now B is in the first envelope, A is in the second envelope, C is in the third envelope. Then B first envelope, C second and A in the third envelope. Any more cases? C in the first envelope, A, letter A in second envelope, B in third envelope. C in the first envelope, B in the second envelope, C in the third envelope. Any other cases? No. So 3 letters we can insert in 3 envelopes in how many different ways? 6 ways. Okay. So we can insert 3 letters in 3 envelopes in 6 different ways. That is total number of ways, 6 ways. Okay. Now what is the question? Find the probability that at least one is in its proper envelope. So if the question is at least, we can find the complement and subtract from 1. Okay. So let E be the event. At least one letter is in its proper envelope. Proper envelope. So we have to find P of E. Find P of E. That is same as 1 minus P of E complement. Okay. Then what is E complement? What is the meaning of E complement? That is 1 minus probability that none of the letter is in its proper envelope. Okay. Now, so here we have 1, 2, 3 envelopes. The first envelope we have to insert, suppose that we have to insert A, the letter A in this envelope, first envelope, and B in the second envelope, C in the third envelope. So these 3 letters we can insert in 3 envelopes in 6 different ways. Okay, that is total number of ways. Now, so A in the correct envelope, B in the second envelope, C in the third envelope. That is the correct order. Here what we wrote, 1 minus none of the letter in its proper envelope. So you check this one. A, B, C. This is the correct order. Okay. Now what about A, C, B? A, C, B. But one letter in the correct order. Here none of the letter in the proper envelope. So we can't take this case. Okay. B, A, C. Is it correct? B is in the second envelope, but it is in first one. A in the first one, but here second one. But C in the third one. That is correct. Okay. So we can't take that. Then what about BCA? That is correct. B is in the second one, but here first one. C third one. That is second one. So this we can take. Okay. Now any more? CAB. What about CAB? C actually in the third one, but here it is in the first one. A second one, B third one. This also we can take. Now what about CBA? Okay, what about CBA? B is in the proper envelope. So that we can't take. So how many favorable cases, children? How many favorable cases? Favorable cases means none of the letter in its proper envelope. So how many favorable cases? 2. 2 out of 6. So 1 minus 1 by 3, that's equal to 2 by 3. Then instead of this, here I took the complement, 1 minus the complement. Otherwise, at least one letter in its proper envelope. At least one letter means 1 or 2 letter or 3 letter. Okay. So, one letter in its proper envelope, one should be in the correct way. One should be in the correct way means we can take this one. So, using the color, we can take this A. Since A is in the correct, in the proper envelope. Then what about BAC? BAC we can take. C is in the proper envelope. Then CBA we can take now. CBA, B is in the correct envelope. So this color indicates in 3 different ways one letter in the proper envelope. Now 2 letter in the proper envelope, then 3 letter in the proper envelope is this one. Okay. So how many cases? 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything we have to add. At least one letter in its proper envelope means at least one letter, or 2 letter, or 3 letters. So or means in between you have to put plus sign. So total how many cases? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 out of 6. Is it same as 2 by 3? Yes. So you can do this method or taking the complement and do. Okay. The next one. The number lock of a suitcase has 4 wheels, each labelled with 10 digits. That is from 0 to 9. The lock opens with a sequence of 4 digits with no repeats. What is the probability of a person getting the right sequence to open the suitcase? So the number lock of a suitcase has 4 wheels. 4 wheels. And each labelled with 10 digits from 0 to 9. Okay, 0 to 9. So for this one we can rotate that now, isn't it? So 0 to 9 are there. 0 to 9 means 10 digits. And for this one also 0 to 9, 10 digits. Third place also 10 digits. Fourth place also 10 digits. And the lock opens with a sequence of 4 digits with no repeats. Okay, what is the probability that the person getting the right sequence to open the suitcase? So for opening the suitcase means all the 4 places the correct number we need, and only for the one particular sequence the suitcase will open. So probability that the person getting right sequence to open the suitcase means required probability. The numerator part is 1. For one number, one particular sequence only, that suitcase will open, isn't it? So the numerator is 1, denominator means the 4 digit numbers. Using 10 digits, how many 4 digit sequences we can form? So for the first place we have 10 digits, 0 to 9. So this place we can use 10 digits. For the next one, repetition is not allowed means I can use only 9, here 8, here 7. But children, for this particular there are 10 digits, 0 to 9 digits, that is 10 digits are there, we can rotate 0, 1, 2, 3 like that we can rotate. But here it is given the lock opens with a sequence of 4 digits with no repeats. For finding that only we are writing like this. Okay. If I write here 10, then the digits repeat. That's not possible. Okay. So the denominator part is first place by 10 ways, second place by 9 ways, third place by 8 ways, last place by 7 ways. So 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. This is permutation 10p4, 10 factorial by 6 factorial. So 7 into 8 into 9 into 10. Multiply. This is the required probability. Nine eights are 72. 72 into 7, 5046. So that's the answer. 1 by 5046. Now one more. If 4-digit numbers greater than 5000 are randomly formed from the digits 0, 1, 3, 5 and 7. What is the probability of forming a number divisible by 5 when the digits are repeated? The repetition of the digits is not allowed. So, 4-digit numbers greater than 5000 are randomly formed from the digits. So, digits are given as 1, 0, 1, 3, 5 and 7. The number, 4-digit number greater than 5 means the first place must be which one? If I write the first place as 0, then 4-digit number reduces to 3-digit number. So, that is not possible. 1. So, if I start with 1, then the number greater than 5000, that is not possible. The starting with 3 is also not possible. So, a 4-digit number greater than 5 means the first place must be 5 or 7, isn't it? 4-digit number, the greatest 4-digit number is 9999. Greater than 5000 means 5001. This is the range using these digits. Okay, number must be greater than 5000 and must be less than 10,000, but using these digits. Okay, so how many numbers are there that we have to find? The question is, what is the probability that the number must be divisible by 5? So, that is in the numerator. The denominator part is 4-digit number greater than 5000. So, how to find? For that, the first case is, the first place must be 5 or 7. So, 4-digit number. First place 5 or 7 means in how many ways we can fill the first place? This can be filled in by 2 different ways, isn't it? We must use either 5 or 7. No other case is possible there in the first place. Now, here we have 2 subdivision. The digits are repeated. So, first we are taking that condition. The digits are repeated. So, the second place we can fill in by 5 different ways, since we can use all the 5 digits there. The next place also 5 different ways. The last place also 5 different ways. Okay. So, what is the total numbers? 2 into, so total number of 4-digit numbers. 4-digit numbers greater than 5000. Okay, greater than 5000 using the digits 0, 1, 3, 5 and 7 if repetition allowed. Is equal to 2 into, first place we can fill in by 2 ways, next 5, next 5, next 5. So, 5 into 5, 25, 25 into 5, 125 into 2 is 250. But children, think in these 250 numbers, this can be filled in by 2 ways. So, I can write here 5, isn't it? This by 5 different ways. So, I can write here 0, here 0, here 0. So, can we get a number 5000? Is the number 5000 among these 250 numbers? Yes, but that 5000 we can't take since the number greater than 5000. So, you have to subtract 1. Okay. So, it is 250 minus 1, that is equal to 214. Understood all of you? What is this 249? The 4-digit number greater than 5000 using the given digits if repetition allowed. Okay. So, the first place we can fill in by 2 ways, since we can use only 5 and 7 there. The second place 5 ways, third place 5 ways and fourth place 5 ways. So, when we calculate, it is total 250, but in that 250 different numbers, in that one number is 5000. There is a possibility. So that number we have to subtract. So 249. So this is the denominator part. Now what is the numerator part? The number must be divisible by 5. So in this way you think how to find a 4-digit number greater than 5000 divisible by 5. Okay. So 4-digit number divisible by 5, repetition allowed. So first place we can fill in by only 2 ways. We can use either 5 or 7. No change in that. Now number must be divisible by 5 means the last place must be 5. 5 is given in the question, 0, 1, 3, 5 and 7. 5 is there. So this can be filled in by 1 way. Okay. So first place 2 ways, the last place 1 way. Now repetition is allowed means I can write this second place we can fill in by 5 ways, third place also 5 ways. Therefore, total number of 4-digit numbers greater than 5000 using the given digits divisible by 5 if repetition allowed is equal to 2 into 5 into 5 into 1. But that is 2 into 5 into 5 into 1 means 5 5s are 25, 25 into 2 it is 50. Here the last place we can use 0 also. I didn't consider 0. Okay. So do the correction. The last place we can fill in by 2 different ways. We can use either 0 or 5. The first place is 5 or 7. Okay. So 2 into 5 10, 10 5s are 50, 50 into 2 100. But in that 100 numbers, can we get a number? Here we can write 5. Here I can write 0, 0, then here 0. So can we get a number 5000? So that we have to subtract. So 100 minus 1 is equal to 99. Therefore, required probability is equal to 99 by 249. We can cancel by 3, 33 by 83. Isn't it? 33 by 83. Okay, so the second case once again I am explaining. We have to find the number of 4-digit numbers using the given digits greater than 5000 divisible by 5. So the first place we can use only 5 and 7 since the number must be greater than 5000. And number must be divisible by 5 means the last place is either 5 or 0. So there are also 2 ways. In between, since repetition allowed in the first subdivision, we can use 5 digits in the second place, 5 digits in the third place. So total 2 into 5 into 5 into 2, that is 100. But in that 100 numbers, one number is 5000. So that 5000 is not possible. So we have to subtract. So 99 by the total 240. Okay. Now what is the second case? The question is same but repetition is not allowed. Okay. So we have to find the numerator and denominator, both we have to find. So first denominator part, that is a 4-digit number greater than 5000 using the given digits if repetition is not allowed. So first place we can fill in by 2 ways, 5 or 7. So when we move to the next place, here 1 digit is here. Total number of digits 0, 1, 3, 5 and 7. Total 5 digits are given. We can fill the first place by 2 different ways. Then when we move to the next place, we have only 4 digits. So we can fill in by 4 different ways. Next place is 3 different ways and the last place is 2 different ways. Isn't it? So total number of 4-digit numbers greater than 5000 using the given digits. Repetition not allowed. Is equal to 2 into 4 into 3 into 2, that is 48. Can we get number 5000 here? Not possible. 5000 means 30. Repetition is not allowed. So we won't get a number like that. So no need to subtract here. Subtracting 1 is no need of in this particular case. Okay. So total 48 numbers. Now we have to find total number of 4-digit numbers greater than 5000 using the given digits divisible by 5. Divisible by 5. Is equal to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can use the first place as 5. So if the first place is 5, the number divisible by 5 means last place is either 0 or 5. So I can write 0 here. Repetition not allowed, that's why. So 5 means one way, 0 is one way. So 2 digits are used. Now remaining how many digits? 3 digits and here 2 digits. Okay. So how many ways? With 5 as first place and 0 as the last place, there are 6 numbers possible. Okay. Now what about 7 in the first place? If 7 in the first place, that is one way. The last place I can use either 0 or 5. So 2 ways. Okay. But here only one digit. So 1 digit here, 1 digit here, remaining 3 digits and 2 digits. Okay. So 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 2, 12. So what is the total number? The first way is 1 into 3 into 2 into 1. This 1 indicates here the number 5. Okay. Here the number 0. This is 3 ways, 2 ways. Okay. Now the second case. 7, that is one way, 3 ways, 2 ways. The last place we can fill in by 2 different ways. Now you multiply and add. So total 80. Okay. So either this, either this or this. That's why we put plus symbol. All the possibilities, or you think like that, all the possible numbers divisible by 5. So total 18 numbers. Therefore, required probability is equal to 18 by 48. 3 by 3, no, 6 3s are 18 and 6 8s are 48. Okay. So that much about the chapter probability.